Okay? Now that we know how simple way to condense your play calling into its most distilled, simplest form, now what I want to show you is how this can apply to every offense. I've shown examples of me running it out of a spread offense, but you don't have to run a spread offense to condense things down. For example, let's say you're a pro-style offense. Okay, you're a two-back system with two receivers and a tight end. Okay, simple. There are a lot of people still use that. Now, even just running as something as simple as a lead, simple isolation play. Okay, in a lot of offense, you'll have I right, 34 wham as an example. Okay, what we can do with a system like this is all you need to determine is your basic alignment, what guys you want to move just based on the color. Okay? If this was me, I would leave the receivers and the tight end. They would be the guys who move. My tailback would never move. And then my fullback would be the guy I want to move. So if I call this, let's say we call it red. Okay? If I want to go strong red, I tell my fullback to move over. If I want to go weak red, I can move them on the other side. If I want to go wing red, it's endless possibilities. But to the lineman, it's the same play. The blocking system is the same. It doesn't change. The only thing that changes is where these guys line up, and they're going to adjust their blocks based on where they're lined up. So if I wanted to run this, I just say red 34, or I right 34 wham. I would just have red 14. And all that tells, we line up in the red formation. I don't have a tag. We don't need that. Lineman, no, the 10 blocking scheme would be either big on big or inside zone, however you want it. And this 4 tells my H-back what gap he's running into. Okay? And that simplifies everything down. If I wanted to keep this same blocking scheme, inside zone scheme, and I wanted to run more of a stretch play, I could run 6. I change one number. These guys know how to adjust because H-back always knows he's going to that gap. And this particular blocking scheme, we always say the fullback follows, or leads, excuse me, and the lineman block the same thing. 2 plays, I change one number. But in a lot of other systems, this would be red, 26 stretch. Or I right, 26 stretch. It's unnecessary. So you can easily simplify that by just condensing it down, and you can apply it to most offenses. The only thing you need to be able to have in your offense is you need to be able to find the ways to make your plays fit. If the play doesn't fit your system, then it doesn't belong in your system. If you are struggling to find a way to make your play calling fit what you have designed, either your play calling is too rigid or it just doesn't fit what you want to do. And as coaches, I think sometimes we have to limit our scope. And we watch football all the time and we think, oh, I could do this, this, and this. I want to put this play in this week, this play in next week. But by having a system and using a language as your base, it's going to force you to condense things down into its most simplest base, having 2 or 3 blocking schemes that are adjusted by one number based on where the running back goes, and formations that you can endlessly multiply, but is simple enough that everybody can understand.